Welcome to Wednesday. It is qualifying time for this week's GP event. And make sure, if you haven't already, yesterday we released the strategy guide, the all new and improved strategy guide. Make sure to go and watch it before you enter your qualifying round. So here we are, Brazilian GP with Norris and Transcendence Presence all 10% boosted, and we're going to try this setup with Transcendence for qualifying. Drivers, we are able to use a boosted driver. We do lose 2 qualifying stats, but we're going to try him anyway, and fingers crossed we could go perfect, because that's what we need nowadays to be able to compete. So here we go then, race number 1, Sao Paulo, no rain. Can we do what Lewis Hamilton does round here best and absolutely smash the opposition? Let's find out. Let's go then. Here we are for race 1 at Interlagos. Looking forward to this track as well. Obviously, we've got it twice today, 4 times at the weekend. We will be a master of Brazil by the end of it. P4, wow, that's massive qualifying for Ocon. Wow, that is huge. I didn't expect that today. And we're going to be using Kawhi. And Norris, we're going to have to go on to Cooper. Don't necessarily need it. We might actually go Prince here. Bit of blocking. So Lando Norris has got really good tyre management. So we're going to be doing 5 laps on the mediums. Ocon's going to be doing a 3-3-3. Hopefully he gets a good start and disappears. Lights out, away we go. Ocon gets a bit cramped. Can he now in the second phase make any ground up? Yes, he can. Up the inside of the Red Bull and Mercedes, and we're into P2 and P3 and ahead of Lando Norris with both cars. Both cars absolutely accelerating through, and that is what you call a perfect start here in race number 1. Also, this week I've got a bit of a predicament. Do I go for P1 contenders on the free-to-play account? Would you like to see that? Or do you want to see us go champions and try and get the top 10? We're about 30 points short of that top 10 with no boosted driver. Let me know down below what you would like to see on the channel. So, lap number 2, coming up to lap number 3. We've used Kawhi not, as a lot of you love that saying. And that is because 15 race start gives him 99, gives him perfect. And obviously doing 2 stops, pit time, always helps as well. So soft tyres will be coming in for. Norris will be cruising to do 5. 97 tyre management, I believe, for Lando Norris. So he's going to be absolutely perfect. We lose a position because of the softs, but that's okay, because Hamilton will be in this lap. And we can then just coast on by, same as Charles Leclerc. And down the straight we go. You can see, there you go, into P2. Ocon coming back out. Now, Ocon's second stint will be a case of earning the power unit back, and he comes out in P2. Norris behind on the mediums. And what we're going to do is just try and hold up Norris here. And what I'm going to actually do is take out any safety car chance, and I'm going to pit Lando Norris now. So I could have pushed earlier, I could have probably made that decision, but I feel like this is a better decision. And we're going to try and bring him back into play, because Norris is going to come out P5. We're going to leave him boost him shortly. P5, if we can get up to P4, and then we're in a perfect spot. There you go, P4. Ocon still defending and doing it really, really well here. And this is all for a safety car potential. And now we'll turn the boots on for the softs. Here we go. Round. Or do we need to? Should we go for a faster lap? Not sure what we want to do here. What's the gap out front? Quite big actually, isn't it? So P3, will pit again, Hamilton. Yeah, let's go for a little bit of a fast lap. We don't need it. Bit of fun in the opening race as Ocon is in. So Ocon's in. Norris will carry on round. We're not going to hit a fast lap anyway, if I'm honest. Reason being, we haven't got Merlion on. We've only got Kawhi. So, lap 7 of 9. Remember, 9 laps at Brazil. So, something if you haven't got used to yet, you certainly need to. Any new players who are playing Brazil, last season it was 8 laps. So that is why there is a bit of a difference this time round. And we are catching up. Lap 8 then. We'll send Ocon on his way in this last lap for a bit of fun. Probably get some traffic, to be honest, so he's not going to get a fast lap anyway. And hopefully he'll get past Norris here. Yes, he does. We'll try and create a bit of a gap. See what sort of lap time we do for Ocon with what he's got. So Ocon up the top. Through he goes. We'll start this lap with Kawhi. Merlion will be the go-to boost next time round. And we're going to get in traffic, so it's not going to count. We'll make sure to show you the debrief screen after this. And we will get traffic, but maybe we won't here. Maybe, no, we're not going to. So we are going to get a decent enough lap as Ocon comes over, finishes P1. Great first race for Ocon. Lando Norris in P2. He'll take that all day long. 47 points on the board. And I know a lot of you like to see the debrief screen, so we will wait for the rival to come across the line in P6 and P7. And as you can tell by qualifying, this matchup was in our favour. And that sees us a lovely 47 against a rival who was using 7 Perez and 7 Sainz, and just a slightly one more cornering than us. Race number 2, Baku, another matchup in our favour. So if we take the law of averages, with Imola coming next, potential rain, we could get a difficult matchup in Imola, and that would be painful, very hard to overcome. Race 2, P6 and P9, so Transcendence really giving us some massive way forward in the grid, which is nice to see. We're going Prince, we're going, do we go Merlion? Let's test it. I don't think we're going to get a perfect start with Merlion because Ocon's only got 84 race starts, so a little bit of a test, but I believe he'll get a good or a fast. He gets a good, that's what we thought. How much of an impact will it be? He hasn't gained any so far, so that's interesting compared to a potential perfect start. But remember, that counts for the whole first lap. So we're now going to try and get past. We're into P4. And that's as far as we've got so far. You can see out front as we've put the brakes on for Ocon. Ocon goes backwards out the corner. But we do manage to get back into P4. And we're right up the gearbox of Lewis Hamilton as we cross the line to start lap 2, and we are now ahead. Thankfully, we are ahead. Let's go to softs. We are going to service, even though, because we've got Merlion, and we can't get past. Ocon just not doing well at the minute. I mean, he is where he is, don't get me wrong, and he's now into the lead. We'll take it. Norris P9. Let's push him at this section. See if we can make up any more places. Up to P8, P7. Coming in comes Ocon. And now we're back at gearbox of Hamilton again. Like a magnet. And Ocon comes back out. P3 for Norris. Ocon, P8. It's not looking too bad. P7. Keeping the pressure. And he's up to P6. Is there a move for Perez here on the softs? No pushing. He's trying. He is trying. So this puts us in a decent spot, I think. We're right behind Lando Norris, who is on the hard tyres. As Ocon's really slow again. Hamilton causing us all sorts of issues. And still, we sit behind Lewis Hamilton. We're going to go for mediums here. And we can't get past Hamilton still. So maybe we're just lacking something of Esteban Ocon here. Because it is painful to watch how much we are struggling past But we're going to come out mediums. We're going to have to save some tyre and power unit. Because at the moment, we're only P3. And this is P2. Come on, Ocon. Come on. As Ocon now comes in. Merlion's going to help us massively. And we're going to come out on the pits. Merlion with a quick pit time. There's Norris coming out now. And we've got to get past Norris. What's he go on to? He's probably on the softs. Mediums for Lando Norris. And we're into P2. Let's now push Norris. So actually, AI Norris is becoming our strongest opponent right now. What's the gap? 7 seconds. 7.2. Is that going to be good enough to come out ahead? Or is it going to be a last 2 lap race to get past him? 3-second pit stop. There goes Norris. Norris is ahead of us. But surely it's only a matter of time. Come on, Lando. There we go. Lando takes on Lando. And we are up to P1 and P2. We've finally got there. And the thing is, this week, Lando Norris has got really good tyre management. So anyone who's racing Lando Norris is probably going to be doing extra laps than what we're used to. That is one thing to actually factor in. What have we learnt from this one? Ocon needs a race start boost. That is one thing we have learnt. But Norris P2, Ocon P1. We might try Merlion, or Merlion, however you want to say it, in the last race at Brazil if it's dry. To see what sort of lap time we can do. Just for practice for the weekend. But for us right now, it's not going to matter. Because we're going to come home in a very solid P1, P2. Down the straight we go. Ocon and Norris. It is teamwork makes the dream work. It's P1, P2. It is 47 points. And we wait for the rival to finish so we can show you how in favour that matchup truly was. P21 for the rival at the moment. P20 now moving forward. And across the line to finish off. So a good matchup for us there. Some big points. That's exactly what we needed. We're 2 out of 2. And you can see matchup very much in our favour. 8 Verstappen, 5 Norris. And that is the car that's not a million miles away from ourselves. Welcome to Italy then, Imola for race 3. One of the most difficult tracks of qualifying, dry qualifying so far. We've got a matchup where the rival has a 1 team score ahead of us. So 1, let's see where we qualify though. On the front foot, P7, P10, Ocon and Norris. Dry running is what we've got. Kawhi, mediums for Norris, also going to be going on to Prince. Prince, I'm going to start to favour more when running a slower tyre. Norris should be good for mediums based on 97 tyre management. Good start needed. It's only a fast one from Ocon. That's disappointing. But can he go round the outside here? Yeah, you can get up to P5, P4. And we're back at Hamilton's gearbox yet again. But we're into P3 and already past Lando Norris. Norris ourselves, for us, only sitting P9. That's not good. But what's everyone ahead of us? Hards, mediums, softs, bit of everything. And we're going to try and just eke our way past. We are past the Mercedes. No, we're not. Now we can't get past again. So we're struggling with overtaking. Across the line we go. Rival comes flying past us. Flying past Leclerc as well. Something that we can't do. Quite clearly. But P9 now. Got the rival pushing us hard. Will the rival go 4 laps? We're going to take Hamilton. No, we're not. How are we not taking Hamilton? We're not overtaking at all. Very good so far. Ocon leads. Coming out for the softs. We'll push him now. Stuck behind Mercedes of George Russell yet again. Mercedes being a nightmare on our strategy. for the mediums. And now we're finally through, but we are such on the back foot that this is not actually good at all for us. Look at that, we're going backwards. Norris just not working at all. And I think we're in trouble. I really do think we're in trouble here. As we nearly lose out to Alonso. And it's only P5. Only P5. Now we're heading to P4. You can see how stretched we are. And we're not going to do this at all. We are not going to gain back on this rival. As simple as that. The rival's gone. This is going to be some drop points. And I don't think there's anything we could have done about this. Hard tyres for the rival. And yeah, it's going to be some drop points in qualifying through not a lot that we could do, actually. He's on the hards, that's our only scapegoat, but it's not going to do us any good. Because they're going to start pushing the power unit a bit later on. We're up to P11. No, we're not. Norris can't overtake. Maybe we needed Cupper or something on this. But it's not going to work. It's very disappointing from Lando Norris. With that mediums, with a perfect start, just not being able to overtake. You can see the hard tyre is absolutely gone. There's no way we're catching him. He's just so slow. Did we need more cornering? I don't know. But look, you can see why the power unit, we've just got nothing. Ocon's in. Rivals pushing out front. And we are going to drop a point at least here. Can we get past Perez? We can finally make an overtake. And look at that, we're not even anywhere near P1 here. We need a breakdown and we're never going to get that. So it is going to be drop points. But hey ho, never mind. As Ocon now coming through. The only thing we can do is try and just hold up. But we're just not going to get anywhere near him. We haven't even got the tyres to go near him. We're not even got the tyres to get past P3, I don't think. And that P3 is on the hards. Can we finally get past Red Bull, Max Verstappen? Yes, we can. It's going to be a 1 point drop then. And that's disappointing. There is simply nothing we could have done about that. We might even drop another point. Because we're going to run out of tyres. Hopefully, Max Verstappen does as well. And I don't think he is. We're going to lose another point. We're going to lose another point. Oh, no, we're not. Verstappen just loses out. And that is a first drop point against the bot as well. That's frustrating. The bad start absolutely cost us in Imola. 46 points. You can see the rival there. 1-6-3-4. We did the best strategy we could. Simple as that. Rival using level 7 Norris. Level 7 Sainz absolutely killed us. And the car was better than us too. So, actually, that wasn't really one team score difference, was it? And then we come down to Brazil after that 1 point drop, which was so frustrating. We need to be going perfect at this stage. It just shows you how sometimes it doesn't work out as you want. But we're back at Brazil. We've got a good matchup. So hopefully it is just the 1 point that we are going to drop. We're not going to be trying Merlion. We're going to go Kawhi. And this is a bit of a learning now. Maybe I should start going Cupper with Norris. But let's see. 5 minutes. I want to see what the rival do here. The AI. And we get perfect. Everyone sweeps to the left. And Ocon goes through. Norris not got a good start again. P9. Norris just seems to be hitting a bit of a blank spot. He's got to P8. We've got Ocon going round into P2. Can't keep it. And now Norris is finally starting to gain some positions. Can we get Ocon in the lead? Yes, we can. Norris up to P5. Expecting the AI to pit around lap 5, with maybe Hamilton, Norris going to lap 6. And now hopefully we can start as Norris is into P4. So Cuppa working better with the overtaking added as well. And look at that, already through Norris. So maybe it was Prince that just let us down and didn't help us get that overtaking done. So if you're watching, maybe that's something you want to consider for your own races. And look at that, Norris is absolutely flying now on Cuppa. He wasn't doing that at Imola, that's for sure. Can we pick up the pieces? We're going to have to hope for a drop by somebody else over the weekend to be able to put us in contention. But nowadays, to be in contention, we've got to 376. Final round anyway. As Ocon. And there you go, look, Norris on his own, just flying with that Cuppa. And we've got good tyres. We'll bring in Esteban Ocon early. And he can chill. We're not going to drop any more points as we go round. And in we come. Norris will carry on. He'll do one more. We'll actually push him now as well. Nice early stop from Ocon, should come out in around P7, which is true, and we'll cut down. Should be able to make some ground up pretty quickly from there. And there you go, already into P6. Fresh, warm rubber. Nearly going backwards. But there you go, he passed Ocon. Ocon gets past Ocon in the Red Bull. And you can see, Cuppa is so much more better for this driver of Norris. We are on lap 6, and it's, as you can see, 3 cars going round. Verstappen, Norris and Hamilton doing 6 laps. The rest of the field pitting on lap 5. So for you watching, that is the AI strategy in Champs. So we'll be comfortably in the lead. And on we go to take that up. P1, P2, with 3 laps, including this one to go. And it's a return to form for the final race. So annoying that we couldn't just get this 188. We haven't been able to get a 188 for a little bit, or if at all so far. But hey-ho, it makes a bit of less pressure at the weekend, knowing that we are already on the back foot. And I know some of you will go, well, actually, you scored 187. That's massive. It is. I agree. But it's not when you've got players that are your rivals going maximum. You need every point you can get. But Norris definitely happier in the rain with that Cuppa boost on the go. About to start the last lap. Let's push Ocon. Let's see what sort of fast lap time we do in the rain. Is it faster in the rain, this circuit, or is it faster in the dry? Will we get to finish the lap? Because he's only got 15% tyres. Let's find out if it was faster. Same boost. No traffic in the way. Cross the line. Ocon wins. Norris is second. So it is the 1 point drop. We'll take a look at our fast lap time. See if it was any good. But not going to really matter. More for the weekend, but we still dropped that 1 point. Sadly, but decent matchup in our favour. 26-1, so not as fast. Norris, Ocon and the car setup. More cornering is the trend that we've got ahead of our setup this weekend. So that's one to take away. And that is qualifying done. And it is, like we said, the 1 point drop, which is sadly Imola. And it was in the wet I thought would be the problem, not the dry. But we'll take it. We'll move on to the weekend. No pressure now for us. we'll just simply do our best and see what happens.